This is our first canoe. It's about 20 years old. I don't know that I've ever done anything to it, including washing it, other than putting it in the lake. You can see it's quite worn, has a lot of scratches in it, obviously well used. But the paint has, or the gel coat has really faded, kind of looks white and chalky. I thought I'd try to clean that up a little bit. So I decided I would give it a try with some rubbing compound. So rubbing compound is just a sort of gritty kind of cream. It almost sands down the top layer and exposes some fresh gel coat. So squirt a little bit on, that's probably a little bit too much. And the instructions say to rub vigorously, so rub really hard. Again, it is kind of like sanding, so you're sanding off the topmost layer to expose some better quality gel coat, and you can see the big difference that it's making. It's really making the white chalky substance kind of disappear and allowing us to see the nice red in this case. Once the gel coat is all polished up, probably a good idea to wax the canoe just to help protect it. Again, I haven't really done anything with this canoe, but I figured this was a good time. So once the rubbing compound has been applied, it's supposed to dry for a bit, so you can just let it dry, and then once it's dry, just kind of buff it off. You can see again the big difference comparing the two sides of the canoe. One looks all white, and the other one starting to look a little redder. Again, probably should wait a little bit longer, but just to give you an idea, just quickly buff out the rubbing compound just by rubbing it off with a clean cloth, and yeah, there it is. So it certainly makes a big difference. Probably well worth doing, and probably should be done maybe once, more than once every 20 years. But I think I'll give the rest of the canoe a quick pass over and go from there and see what it looks like. So here we are, less than an hour later. A huge difference between the canoe, the way that it was and the way that it is now. Again, so that's just applying the rubbing compound just by hand. It's a smallish boat, so it didn't take very long, just by hand. You could probably use some kind of machine if you wanted to, but yeah, there it is. And again, probably apply some wax to make it last.